Hello everyone. In this video, we will see how to find out which particular stocks have witnessed big money activity, which particular stocks have witnessed institutional activity on a daily basis. NSE releases FIDA cash market data at an overall market level on a daily basis, but it does not give us which particular stocks have witnessed institutional activity. You can find those stocks using Finvezto Toolkit and this particular tab called Institutional Activity Screener. We'll explore how to use this tab. You will find it under Institutions and Insider Activity section inside Finvezto Toolkit. There are two tabs, Stockwise Institutional Activity. You will see it here. So this is the first tab. And you will also see Institutional Spy Screener. We have to use these two tabs together. Okay, so first what we do is we filter the stocks with institutional activity, and then we go to this tab to see how the institutional activity has played out. So I will take you through the entire process on how you can figure out which stocks have witnessed institutional activity. Like in every page, you will find a list of filters, and when you modify these filters, the list of stocks below also changes. First, let me take you through these filters here. Here you have a date filter. For example, today is August 3. We will see which stocks have witnessed institutional activity between July 29 to August 2, that is last week. I'll just put a filter 29 July to 2nd August. You will find the common filters. You can filter symbol wise, you can filter based on category, Nifty 50, mid caps, and so on. You can also filter based on sector. Below that, you will find a market cap filter. So let me put a market cap of 2000 crores or higher. We have set the lower limit to be 2000 because below 2000 usually the stocks are not so liquid, so we put 2000 here. And we also set the quality score to be 50. Quality score is the fundamental score, performance score of the stock, whether it is a good stock or not. So let us set a score of 50 or above, minimum 50. Similarly, for valuation, let us set a score of 30. Below 30 is too costly and above 30 is fairly valued. So it can be 97 also. So one stock has a valuation score of 97, which means it is relatively cheap. But we will set the lower limit to be 30. Now we have a list of stocks here. We also want to see which stocks have shot up in the last 1 week. 29 to 2, we want to see the stocks which have shot up. So what we do is we put a 0 here, which means give me the stocks whose weekly change is above 0. And finally, we'll put the debt to assets filter. So I don't want companies with debt to assets more than 50%. So I put a max of 50, and then we have a list of stocks below. So these are the list of stocks which have witnessed institutional activity between 29 July to 2nd August. Let me sort basis the weekly change. So you just have to click on 1 week and it will sort it from high to low. So you can see that Newland Laboratories has shot up by 31%, TCPL Packaging has shot up by 26%, and so on. Let me tell you how to read this particular list. So you can see here TCPL Packaging, it has witnessed institutional activity not just on 1st August but also on 30th July. On these 2 days, TCPL Packaging has witnessed institutional activity. What is the price? What is the market cap? What is the delivery amount? 20 crores, 12 crores. 12 crores on 30th July, 20 crores on August 1st. What is the delivery percentage? Average delivery percentage is 52 and delivery percentage on these 2 days has been 52 and 19%. Institutional aggression, I'll come to this later. 1 day, 1 week and 1 month price changes. So in the 1 week, it has shot up by about 26%. What is the quality score of the stock? Above 50, it's actually 56. What's the valuation score? It is 79. So that is how you read this particular table. Let us scroll down. You can also see Asian Paint on this list. Asian Paint actually has witnessed institutional activity after a long time. 29 July, 30 July, 31 July and 1st August. On 4 days, consistently it has witnessed institutional activity. Let me filter Asian Paint for you. Okay, so let us put Asian Paints here and let us see the list only for Asian Paints. So you see here Asian Paints price was 2,955 on 29 July. On 30th July it became 3,005. On 31st July it became 3,084 and on 1st August it closed at 3,099. On all 4 days it has increased. Delivery levels has been healthy because average delivery is around 56%. You can see that on 29 July delivery was 66%, 55, 55 and 45. You can see in the last 1 week it has shot up by 7%. Quality score is good, 59. Valuation score is decent, above 30, 33. So now we know for sure that Asian Paints has witnessed institutional activity. We also want to confirm it using the previous tab. You need to go to the stock-wise institutional activity and you need to actually put Asian Paints here. You can see that Asian Paints has witnessed institutional activity in the last few days. You can see the spikes here. This dotted line indicates average activity, but you can see the spikes, and these spikes indicate that someone big has actually entered. Some big money has entered. All these spikes that you see here, entered or exited. It could be both buying or selling. This does not indicate institutions have only bought in this particular space. It could also be the case that they have exited in this particular place. We have to actually confirm it using the charts. We can't just confirm based on this. All this indicates is whether there has been some activity of institutions at these levels or not. We have confirmed from the screener page that institutional activity has been there. We have confirmed from the charts that yes, institutional spike has been there. Now what we do is we need to go to trading view. Under trading view, what you do is you click here and you load up Asian Paints Limited, NSE. Always load NSE symbol and you click on 5 days. Okay. When you click on 5 days, what happens is it will give you last 5 days data, that is last week's data in 5-minute intervals. So you will get this particular chart. We now know that Asian Paints has witnessed institutional activity on 29, 30, 31 and 1. I want to see in the chart where institutions have entered. So 29 July, throughout the day, there has not been any significant buying activity. But towards the end of the day, they have actually bought aggressively. You can see these volumes here. They have bought aggressively. Let me mark this particular level. This was their first entry on 29 July. On the next day, the morning itself, you can see aggression in price with good volumes. In fact, the day's highest volumes was in this particular time of 9:15, 9:20. So here also they have entered at these levels. Again, 31st morning, heavy buying. So you can see here, again here at this level, here at this level, let me drag it here, at this level and so on. Finally, on 1st August, again in the morning, you can see some aggression here along with spikes in volumes, which also confirms institutional activity. So on these 4 days, at these 4 levels, they have pulled the trigger. They have started buying on 29 July. You can set the low of the day also. Okay, the low of that particular day was 2,935. This will be our stop loss. If you are taking a short or medium term trade, your stop loss would be at 2,935 or below. And you can take a bullish trade in Asian Paints. Quality stock, valuation is decent, and big players are placing their bets at these levels, which means they also expect good liquidity at these levels. See, big players need liquidity to pump in money into the stock. And for a long time, Asian Paints has been stuttering below 3,500, and for many days it was below 3,000, 2,800, 2,900. And now they think it is a good time to pump in money. And now they feel that some people are exiting Asian Paints, so we can build our positions in Asian Paints. So they have built their positions. Let us set our stop loss below 2,935 and we will also go bullish along with this particular trend. So momentum is also bullish, sentiment is also bullish. People are coming in aggressively, so you can see big volumes here. So to quickly recap, what you do is first you need to screen for the list of stocks and then pick a stock that you are comfortable with. If you want a large cap stock like Asian Paint, you can just filter large cap stocks. Or if you want to see mid cap or small cap stocks, you can filter based on market capitalization. So get to a particular stock, look at the list of dates on which institutional activity has occurred, and then you go to the stock-wise institutional activity page, confirm it once whether institutions have entered here or not. So it will show a spike here. Once you screen, you will obviously see a spike. Just see the level of spike. So definitely institutions are buying here. Finally, go to trading view to confirm whether price has moved up or down when the institutional activity has happened. Clearly, price has shot up aggressively over the last several days, and you can also see big volume spikes at these levels. After you confirm this, set a stop loss below the day on which institutional activity has occurred. Look at the low of the day, set a stop loss below that day, and you can take a bullish trade. Stop loss is hit, no problem, but likely that it won't be hit and there will be further up move in this stock. Now, I had informed you that I will explain what this institutional aggression means. So I'll just quickly reset this particular screener, and let me just pull out stocks which have witnessed institutional activity on the last trading day, that is August 2. We are in August 3 right now, Saturday. I am recording this. August 2 is Friday. Let us look at stocks with the institutional activity on August 2. So on August 2, you can see that about 100 stocks witness institutional activity. And from this, I want stocks with heavy institutional activity. So I will put a number 2. Okay. Now, I will also sort this institutional aggression column here. Institutional aggression column, you can see that Whirlpool has witnessed institutional activity, and it witnessed heavy institutional activity to the tune of 9.4. Now, what this means is, if you actually go to the previous tab, stock-wise institutional activity, and you just search for Whirlpool, you can see that the spike is actually very high. Normally, you see the spike level here, right? But this spike is almost 9 times than the average dotted line. So this means that there has been heavy institutional activity in this particular stock, Whirlpool. Basically, that institutional activity number, aggression number, it refers to how big this particular spike is. So let me go back here. So Whirlpool saw a significant institutional activity and the number is quite high. So you can likewise see other stocks which witness significant institutional activity. I've also loaded Thermax for you. Thermax also faced significant institutional activity on August 2nd. You can see the spike here. Because you can see that spike value here in institutional activity. Thermax, you can see spike value is 2.01. So basically, this institutional aggression number is to identify which stocks have faced significant spikes, which stocks have faced moderate spikes. So that's all this number conveys. And once you see that the spike level is above 3 or 4, definitely you are going to see a much bigger spike in the stock-wise institutional activity chart. So I hope you got an idea of how to use institutional activity screener, stock-wise institutional activity, and then finally confirming it in TradingView. And it takes time to get used to this. So week on week, try doing it, or daily basis, you try doing this and see which stocks are facing institutional activity, what is the spike level, and in TradingView at what levels they have entered. So all these things you can figure out. You can also set a quality score and a valuation score so that you only deal with quality stocks which are in reasonable valuation. You can also filter it based on market cap. So try these, explore these, you do your demo trading before you actually take your live trades. The moment I identify these type of stocks, they immediately go into my watch list. Whether or not I take a trade on it or not, that doesn't matter. I immediately add it to my watch list, and then I do a further level of evaluation, whether it should just be a short-term trade or maybe it's time to actually put about 5% of my capital in it to take a much longer term trade, like a medium term trade with about 1 to 3 years holding period, like I did in RVNL. So I'll just quickly show you recently in Godrej Agrovet also. Let me show you Godrej, that would be more relevant because recently there was a lot of institutional activity. You can see here for a long time Godrej Agrovet has been flat, and you can see some big spikes around these levels, right? 496, 500. And from there, it has now shot up to almost 800 plus 850 levels after these big spikes. So likewise, many stocks, let me show you RVNL. Look at RVNL. It has showed institutional activity from 33. I've been accumulating from 33, 60, 70 and so on. And even at 118, 120, it still showed up a lot of spikes here. So look at the spikes in these levels and look at how much it has shot up. So right now it is around 600 levels, and at these levels institutions actually are not buying it. In fact, institutions have bought it from 33, 66 and till about 250, 300 they were willing to enter RVNL. But now they are not coming in significantly. They're just holding on to the positions. Probably retail is buying at these levels. Likewise, you can figure out which stocks are facing institutional activity, which stocks are moving up. Everything is visual here in the stock-wise institutional activity page. So just play around with these tabs and you will be able to understand more. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment section. Thanks a lot.